The rain hammered down on the cracked pavement of Elmwood High's parking lot like it was trying to drown out the jeers echoing from the cluster of boys under the awning. Alex Harper, 16 and soaked to the bone, clutched his backpack like a shield, his heart pounding as Tommy Reynolds' voice sliced through the storm. Freak. Go back to whatever rainbow parade you crawled out of. But Alex didn't run, not this time. Instead, he straightened up, water streaming down his face, and locked eyes with Tommy, whispering to himself, "One day, you'll choke on those words." That whisper was the spark. Alex had spent years hiding in the shadows of this sleepy Ohio town, where cornfields stretched like judgmental fingers and church steeples loomed over every whispered secret. His parents, devout and distant, had never celebrated his birthday. Not with cake, not with candles, not even with a happy after his name since the day he'd tearfully come out at 14. "It's a phase," his mom had said, her voice cracking like old porcelain. "We'll pray it away." His dad? Silence, thicker than the fog rolling off the river. Birthdays became ghosts in the Harper house. A skipped dinner, a curt, "You're growing up fine." And Alex alone in his room, staring at the ceiling, wondering if love was just another word for erasure. But Elmwood wasn't just a town. It was a pressure cooker of small-minded fury. Alex's queerness wasn't a secret anymore, not after last year's homecoming, when a leaked photo of him holding hands with his best friend Jamie at a distant Pride event went viral in the group chats. Jamie, with her sharp wit and purple-streaked hair, had been his anchor, the one who dragged him to that event 3 hours away in Columbus. "You're not broken, Alex," she'd said, linking their pinkies under the rainbow flags. "You're a goddamn mosaic." But back home, the fallout was brutal. Lockers vandalized with slurs. Teachers who looked the other way. And Tommy, the golden boy quarterback, whose homophobic rants masked his own buried shame. Rumors swirled that his older brother had fled to San Francisco after coming out, never to return. Alex trudged home that rainy afternoon, the weight of the day pressing on his narrow shoulders. The Harper house sat at the edge of town, a faded blue colonial with peeling shutters that matched his mood. Inside, the air smelled of pot roast and unspoken regrets. His mom, Linda, was at the kitchen table, Bible open, her eyes red from what she called devotionals. His dad, Mike, a mechanic with grease-stained hands, nursed a beer in the living room, the TV droning about football scores. "How was school?" Linda asked without looking up. Alex paused in the doorway, dripping water onto the linoleum. "Fine," he lied, forcing a smile that didn't reach his eyes. It was his birthday tomorrow, 17th now, and the lie tasted like ash. That night, as thunder rattled the windows, Alex lay awake, scrolling through Instagram on his phone hidden under the covers. Posts from queer kids in bigger cities. Parties, cakes towering with frosting rainbows, captions like "proud and loud." His feed was a window to a world that felt galaxies away. A notification pinged. Jamie, from her grandma's farm across town. "Hey, birthday boy. Meet me at the old mill at noon tomorrow. Got a surprise." No excuses. He smiled for real this time, typing back, "You're on." Jamie was the one constant. The girl who'd punched a bully in 5th grade for calling him sissy and never looked back. She identified as bi, out, and unapologetic, with a laugh that could crack open the grimmest sky. But lately, things fell off. Whispers about her family pressuring her to choose normal. Her texts shorter, laced with exhaustion. Morning broke gray and reluctant, the rain reduced to a drizzle that mirrored Alex's unease. He skipped breakfast, mumbling about homework, and biked to the mill, a crumbling relic by the river where they'd built forts out of forgotten dreams. Jamie was there, leaning against a rusted beam, her jacket zipped to her chin. "Happy birthday, loser," she said, pulling him into a hug that smelled like vanilla and rebellion. In her hands, a small, lopsided cupcake from the gas station, topped with a single candle. "Couldn't swing a bakery run, but it's got your name on it." Alex's throat tightened. It was the first birthday anything in years. He lit the candle with a shaky match, the flame dancing like a fragile hope. "Make a wish," Jamie urged. He closed his eyes, whispering for courage, not just to survive, but to thrive. As the wick sputtered out, a shadow fell over them. Footsteps crunched on gravel. Alex's pulse spiked. Tommy and his crew, three shadows emerging from the mist like bad omens. "Well, looky here," Tommy drawled, his Letterman jacket slung over one shoulder. The fairy and his sidekick, playing house. Jamie stepped forward, chin up. "Walk away, Reynolds. It's his day." But Tommy's eyes narrowed on the cupcake remnants, a cruel smirk twisting his lips. "Birthday? For him? That's rich. Bet your folks forgot again, huh? Or maybe they just don't care about defective merchandise." The word hit Alex like a gut punch, echoing every silent dinner, every averted gaze. He felt the heat rise, not just anger, but something deeper, a rage born of invisibility. Before Alex could snap, Jamie shoved Tommy hard. "Back off." Chaos erupted. Shoves, curses, the cupcake smeared across the ground in the scuffle. Tommy's fist connected with Jamie's shoulder, sending her stumbling. Alex lunged, tackling him to the dirt, fists flying in a blur of adrenaline. "Enough!" A voice boomed. Mr. Ellis, the mill's caretaker, an old black veteran with a limp and a no-nonsense glare. He waded in, pulling them apart like unruly pups. "You kids think this town's big enough for your hate? Get gone, all of ya." Tommy spat dirt, glaring daggers. "This ain't over, Harper." As they slunk away, Alex helped Jamie up, her lip bloodied. "You okay?" he asked, guilt gnawing at him. She nodded, but her eyes were stormy. "We can't keep fighting shadows, Alex. We need allies. Real ones." Word of the mill fight spread like wildfire through Elmwood's veins. Group chats buzzing, parents phoning the principal. By afternoon, Alex was summoned to the guidance office, where Mrs. Patel, a soft-spoken Indian immigrant with kind eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses, waited. "Alex, I've heard concerns," she said gently, sliding him a tissue box. He stared at his sneakers, scuffed from the brawl. "It's nothing new." But Mrs. Patel leaned forward, her voice dropping. "It's everything old, and it's not nothing. You're brave, coming out in a place like this. But bravery alone doesn't build bridges." She paused, tapping a flyer on her desk. "Elmwood Allies Meeting. Safe space for LGBTQ plus youth and supporters. This Thursday. Consider it. And happy birthday, by the way. You deserve cake." Cake. The word lingered as Alex biked home, the drizzle turning to mist. At dinner, the table was tense. His parents had heard. "Fighting again?" Mike grumbled, fork scraping his plate. Linda's eyes pleaded. "We just want you safe, Alex. This lifestyle, it's drawing trouble." He set down his fork, the clink echoing. "It's not a lifestyle, Mom. It's me. And tomorrow's my birthday. Could we maybe pretend it's special? Just once." Silence stretched, heavy as lead. Mike cleared his throat. "We'll see." It was the closest to yes he'd get, but it cracked something in Alex, a resolve to stop begging for scraps. That Thursday, the Allies meeting was held in the library's back room, a converted storage space with folding chairs and a rainbow flag thumbtacked to the wall. Alex arrived late, heart hammering, half expecting an ambush. Instead, he found a circle of faces. Jamie, bandaged but beaming. Mrs. Patel, a few teachers. And surprisingly, Riley Thompson, a quiet junior with tousled blonde hair and a sketchbook always in hand. Riley was out as trans, non-binary, using they/them, and their art had won regional awards for depicting queer joy amid chaos. "Hey," Riley said softly as Alex sat, passing him a cookie from a communal plate. "Glad you made it." The meeting unfolded like a confessional, stories of rejection, microaggressions, dreams deferred. When it was Alex's turn, the words tumbled out. The forgotten birthdays, the mill fight, the ache of being unseen. Jaws dropped, tears glistened. Jamie squeezed his hand. Then Riley spoke, voice steady. "My family disowned me last year. Said I was confusing the neighbors. But art saved me. And people like you." Their eyes met Alex's, a spark igniting curiosity, connection. The meeting ended with a group hug, awkward but warm, and a promise, Pride potluck next month. As Alex left, Riley slipped him a sketch, a stylized cake with 17 candles, each flame a tiny pride flag. "For your birthday." Belated, but real. The sketch burned a hole in his pocket all weekend. Alex tacked it to his wall, staring at it during late-night study sessions, the house quiet save for the tick of the clock. School was a minefield. Tommy's glares intensified, but so did the whispers of support, a nod from a cafeteria worker, a "you got this" from a passing senior. Jamie pulled him aside one lunch. Riley's crushing on you, you know. Alex flushed. What? No way. But the thought stirred something. A flutter, not fear. Riley was different. Thoughtful. Artistic. With a quiet strength that made Alex feel seen, not scanned. Monday brought the twist. In English class, Mr. Hargrove assigned partner projects on The Great Gatsby. Themes of illusion versus reality. Fate, or cruelty, paired Alex with Tommy. The room spun. Work it out, Hargrove barked, oblivious. After class, Tommy cornered him by the lockers. Look, Harper, I don't want this any more than you. Meet at the library after school, or we both fail. Alex nodded numbly, but inside, gears turned. Was this a setup? A chance? The library was a sanctuary of musty books and hushed voices. Tommy arrived late, slouching into the chair opposite. Let's just divide chapters. You do the gay stuff. Wait, bad joke. He winced, rubbing his neck. Alex blinked. Vulnerability? Why do you hate me so much? He asked, voice low. Tommy's facade cracked. It's not you. It's my brother. He came out, left, and Dad acts like he died. I see you in it. Reminds me. The confession hung, raw and unexpected. Alex leaned in. Hate's heavy, man. What if you let it go? Tommy stared, then nodded curtly. Maybe. For the project. It was a start, fragile, fraught, but real. As weeks blurred, the partnership thawed. Late nights at the library turned from tense silences to halting talks. Tommy's pressure to be the perfect son, Alex's dreams of art school in New York. One evening, rain pattering the windows, Tommy admitted, I keyed your bike last year. Sorry. Alex forgave, not with words, but a shared laugh over Gatsby's green light. Illusions suck, Tommy said. Yeah, Alex replied. But reality? We make that. Riley noticed the change, their sketches now featuring Alex in heroic poses. At the potluck, under string lights in the park, Riley pulled him aside. Walk with me. The air hummed with laughter, queer anthems playing soft from a speaker. They strolled the paths, fireflies winking like conspirators. I've liked you since the meeting, Riley confessed, voice barely above the crickets. Your strength. It's inspiring. Alex's heart soared. I feel it too. Their first kiss was tentative, under an oak tree, tasting of punch and possibility. But as lips parted, Jamie watched from afar, her smile tight. Jealousy? Or something deeper? The potluck peaked with a surprise, a sheet cake, rainbow frosted, for our allies scrawled in icing. Alex cut the first slice, cheers erupting. For the first time, he blew out candles with witnesses, friends, not phantoms. But joy cracked when his phone buzzed, a text from home. Dad's in the hospital. Heart scare. Come now. The world tilted. Rushing to Elmwood General, Alex found his parents in a sterile waiting room. Mike lay pale in the bed, tubes snaking, Linda weeping quietly. It was sudden, she whispered. Stress from work. And us. Guilt crashed over Alex. Had his troubles contributed? Mike stirred, eyes fluttering open. Son. The word was weak, but there. Heard about the fight. And the meeting. Proud. Complicated, but proud. Tears blurred Alex's vision. I love you, Dad. Even when it's hard. Mike squeezed his hand. Love you too, kid. Let's try cake next year. Together. Recovery was slow, a dance of hospital visits and tentative family dinners. Tommy visited once, awkward with a get-well card, hinting at his own therapy sessions. Dad's talking to a counselor. About Ben, my brother. Progress rippled outward. Jamie confessed her strain. Mom wants me straight for the family image. But seeing you fight, it steals me. Their friendship deepened, unbreakable. As summer loomed, Riley and Alex's bond bloomed. Picnics by the river, sketches turning to shared canvases. But tension brewed. Town council debates on family values curricula, whispers of protests against the Allies group. Tommy, now an unlikely ally, leaked info. A bigoted pastor rallying signatures to shut down safe spaces. We fight back, he urged at a secret meeting. The group mobilized, petitions, op-eds, a pride march permit. The March day dawned fierce, heat waves shimmering the streets. Hundreds gathered, queer kids, parents, even skeptics swayed by stories. Alex led the front, Riley's hand in his, Jamie chanting beside. But midway, counter-protesters surged, signs spewing hate. The the pastor's voice booming vitriol. Chaos. Shoves, shouts, a bottle shattering. In the melee, Alex lost Riley's hand, panic clawing. Riley. He pushed through, finding them cornered, face bloodied from a thrown rock. Rage ignited. Alex shielded them, yelling, "Enough! We're human too." The crowd parted as police arrived, not to disperse, but to protect, swayed by a teacher's plea. The aftermath, arrests, headlines. Elmwood's rainbow reckoning. The pastor resigned amid scandal. His own son, it turned out, was gay, hidden away. Tommy testified, voice steady. "I was part of the problem. Now, I'm fixing it." Alex's family attended the next Allies meeting, Mike bringing store-bought cake. Practice for next year. Laughter filled the room, genuine. Fall brought Alex's 18th birthday, leaves aflame-like celebration. He'd confided in his parents months prior. No big party, just them. But as he woke to the smell of vanilla, confusion hit. The kitchen overflowed, neighbors with pies, Jamie with balloons, Riley with a custom sketch cake. Mrs. Patel, Tommy, begrudgingly grinning. Even the mayor, aproned and sheepish. "Heard through the grapevine," the mayor said. "Elmwood's changing. Thanks to you." The cake was massive, tiers of chocolate and vanilla, iced with Alex, our spark. Candles flickered, 18 strong. As he blew them out, wishes for futures intertwined. Art school for him and Riley, forgiveness for families, a town reborn. Cheers erupted, the entire city, once a cage, now a chorus. In that moment, Alex wasn't just seen, he was cherished. And for the first time, love wasn't a battle won, but a birthday gift, unwrapped in the light of 1,000 flames. But the harmony was fragile, a veneer over fault lines that Elmwood soil had nurtured for generations. As Alex savored his slice of cake, rich, unexpected, like the apologies murmured around the table, doubt crept in. Was this real, or just pity's elaborate costume? His eyes met Riley's across the crowd, their smile a beacon, but even that flickered with unspoken fears. Riley had confided last week, voice hushed during a late-night call. "My meds are running low, and insurance fights every refill. What if I can't afford to be me?" Alex had held silence then, impotent against systemic cruelty, but now, with the town watching, he vowed silently, "We'll fight that too." The party wound down under a harvest moon. Paper plates crumpled like shed prejudices. Mike clapped Alex on the back, his grip firmer post-recovery. "You built this, son. From nothing." Linda hovered, offering seconds, her Bible tucked away for once. Tommy lingered at the edges, chatting awkwardly with Jamie about football, neutral ground. As guests trickled out, the pastor's former assistant, a wiry woman named Clara with a cross necklace and curious eyes, approached. "Alex, I was wrong. My nephew's like you. Hidden. Thank you for showing us light." Her words landed soft, a bridge extended. Monday morning, school buzzed with afterglow. Lockers sported doodled rainbows. Whispers turned to waves. In homeroom, the announcement crackled. Pride Club official, meeting Wednesdays. Cheers erupted. Alex's name chanted like a spell. But triumph soured in the hallway when he overheard snippets. Teachers grumbling about pandering. Parents petitioning the board. "It's a phase for the town," one sneered. The high faded, replaced by vigilance. Riley met him at lunch, their tray laden with fries shaped like hearts. "Sketch this," they teased, sliding a napkin with a quick doodle. Alex's Gatsby, green light a pride torch. Laughter bubbled, easing the knot in his chest. "You're magic," he said, tracing their fingers. Riley's eyes softened. "We're magic." But beneath the flirtation, tension simmered. Riley's art show loomed in Columbus, a chance for scholarships. But travel meant confronting old wounds. The family who'd cut ties. "Come with," they asked. Alex hesitated. Finals, family mending, but nodded. Wouldn't miss it. The week blurred. Study sessions with Tommy, now a reluctant study buddy, dissecting Gatsby's illusions over vending machine sodas. "Your take on Daisy's regret?" "Spot on," Tommy admitted one afternoon, surprise in his tone. Alex shrugged. "Hiding who you are? It eats you." Tommy nodded, shadows in his eyes. "Ben called last night. From Cali. Wants to visit." The news hung, a door creaking open. "Tell him Elmwood's different now," Alex said. Tommy's grin was tentative. Yeah, because of pains like you. Friday arrived electric. The drive to Columbus a ribbon of highway confessions. Jamie tagged along, shotgun, blasting indie anthems. Road trip rules. No regrets, she declared, passing gummy bears. Riley in the back with Alex, head on shoulder, sketched idly. Landscapes blurring into portraits. Talk turned deep. Jamie's bisexuality, the erasure in media, Riley's dysphoria battles, small victories in mirrors. Alex shared the cake's magic, how it mended fractures. But what if it's temporary? He voiced the fear. Riley squeezed his knee. Then we rebuild. Brick by queer brick. The gallery was a converted warehouse, air thick with varnish and validation. Riley's pieces hung bold, abstracts of fractured identities stitching whole, titles like echoes unsilenced. Opening night thrummed. Critics, collectors, queer icons mingling. Alex hovered proud, Jamie snapping pics, but pride swelled when a curator approached. Your work captures resilience. Scholarship potential. Riley's face lit, but as applause crested for their speech, art is rebellion. Visibility, revolution. A figure in the crowd caught Alex's eye. Riley's estranged aunt, face ashen, clutching a program. Confrontation came post-toast, in a shadowed alcove. What are you doing here? Riley's voice cracked, defenses up. The aunt, Elena, wrung her hands. I saw the listing. Thought, maybe apologies aren't too late. Words spilled. Regret for silence, for siding with fear. Your mom? We were scared. But you're brilliant. Riley trembled, tears carving paths. Scared? You abandoned me. Elena reached out, rebuffed. Alex and Jamie flanked, silent sentinels. Time, Alex murmured. But doors opened both ways. Elena nodded, slipping a card. For when you're ready. The drive home was quieter, processing's hush. Jamie broke it with a playlist shift to ballads. Family's messy, she said. Like mine, Dad's warming, but Mom's ice. Riley leaned forward. Thanks for being my chosen family. Alex met their gaze in the mirror, love solidifying, not fireworks, but hearth. Back in Elmwood, cracks widened. The school board meeting loomed, bigots rallying. Flyers plastered, protect our children from indoctrination. Alex's name vilified, Harper's agenda. Fear gnawed, but resolve hardened. At Pride Club, strategy brewed. Testimonies, ally letters. Tommy surprised, volunteering. I'll speak. Dad's on board. Mike too. If it helps you, son. The meeting night packed the auditorium, air-charged. Opponents first, venomous speeches, slurs veiled as concern. Then allies, Mrs. Patel's eloquence, Jamie's fire, Riley's art projected, visual gut punches. Alex's turn, microphone heavy, heart exposed. I grew up invisible. No birthday cakes, no cheers, just silence. But you, Elmwood, taught me visibility's a right, not a privilege. Applause thundered, drowning jeers. Tommy followed. I bullied him. Wrong. Now, he's family. The vote swung. Club stays, curriculum inclusive. Victory tasted sweet, but Pyrrhic. Threats scrawled on Alex's locker next day. Faggot, watch your back. Paranoia set in, shadows lengthening. Alex confided in Riley during a rainy walk. What if they escalate? Riley pulled him close. Then we escalate love. Their bond deepened. Stolen moments in the mill, now reclaimed sanctuary, kisses amid wildflowers. But Jamie's distance grew. Texts lagged, excuses piled. One evening, she cracked, coffee shop confessional. I'm dating someone. Secret. He's straight, closeted. Mom's dream. Alex hugged her. Be you, Jamie. Always. But hurt flickered, betrayal's whisper. Summer's Inn brought Ben's visit, Tommy's brother. Tall, tattooed, San Francisco glow. Barbecue at the Harpers, awkward thawing. Ben and Alex bonded, overcoming out scars. Town feels softer, Ben said. Mike grilled, tentative questions flowing. Missed you, son. Ben's eyes missed it. Missed this. Cake served, homemade, Linda's recipe. Candles for no one, but cheers for all. As leaves turned, Alex's college apps loomed. NYU, RISD, dreams sketched with Riley. But a letter arrived. Scholarship to local community college, strings attached. Stay, lead the club. Temptation tugged. Men more or fly. Riley's show follow-up. Offers, but relocation whispers. We choose together, they vowed. October's chill heralded crisis. Anonymous emails, club funding cut, unless reformed. Protests planned, but sabotage struck. Tires slashed on ally cars, including Mike's truck. Finger pointed at ex-pastor holdouts. Fear peaked, meetings canceled. Alex, undeterred, rallied via group chat. Meet at the mill. Underground. Circle formed under stars, lanterns casting defiant glows. We're Elmwood's heart, he said. Beat louder. The counter-strike, flash mob in the square, art installations overnight, Riley's murals of unity. Media swarmed, national spotlight. CNN clip, small town's big stand. Donations poured, funding restored tenfold. But personal toll, Jamie's secret boyfriend outs her fight. Public, messy. He bailed. She wept to Alex. Said I was too much. He held her, Riley too. You're everything. Thanksgiving gathered them. Harper's table extended, Ben stayed, Tommy brought pie. Toasts to growth, cakes multiplied. Metaphor made manifest. Alex's heart swelled, but foresight whispered, winter storms brew. December's frost bit, holidays hollow for many. Riley's aunt reached out again, dinner invite. Try. Alex urged. The meal, tense, then tender. Elena's stories, her own hidden bisexuality, buried young. I see you, Riley. Proud. Forgiveness flowered slow, but rooted. New Year's Eve, town square lit, countdown communal. Alex and Riley under fireworks, kiss timeless. To us, he murmured. But as bells tolled, a shadow. Tommy, urgent text. Ben's in trouble. Fight at bar. Rush to R. Ben bruised, attacker the ex-pastor's kin. Hate's dying slow, Ben rasped. Tommy vowed justice. Alex, solidarity. Spring thawed ice, trials unfolded. Attacker convicted, symbol snapped. Pride Month dawned triumphant. Parade grandeur, floats rainbowed. Alex emceed, voice amplified. Cake cutting central. City-sized, shared slices sealing packs. Graduation caps tossed, Alex's choice. NYU, Riley to RISD, close enough for weekends. Jamie, community college, dating anew. A girl, open. Families blended. Harper's hosting barbecues queer inclusive. 1 year post-cake, Alex's 19th. No city spectacle, but intimate. Loved ones, homemade layers. Candles blown, wish simple, more tomorrows like this. Elmwood, once cage, now cradle. Love, once scarce, abundant. The boy who'd known no cake now baked them, sharing sweetness, one slice at a time. Yet beneath the saccharine veneer of reconciliation, undercurrents of doubt swirled like the Ohio River's hidden eddies. Alex woke the morning after his 19th birthday with a hollow ache, the house quiet save for the distant hum of the coffee maker. The cake's remnants sat on the counter, a sugary monument to progress. But his mind replayed fragments, a neighbor's hesitant smile masking old judgments, Tommy's laugh a touch too forced during last night's toasts. Is this sustainability, or just seasonal thaw? He padded to the window, frost etching patterns on the glass, mirroring the fragile lattice of his rebuilt world. Riley's text buzzed his phone. Miss you already. Sketch incoming. Attached, a digital drawing of them intertwined, cityscapes blending Elmwood's spires with New York's skyline. It warmed him, but anxiety nipped. Distance loomed, fall semester a ticking bomb. NYU for Alex. Journalism with a queer lens. RISD for Riley. Fine arts exploding identities onto canvas. We got this, he'd assured them during late-night FaceTimes, but voices trembled. Jamie, too, sensed the shift. Her new girlfriend, Lena, a fierce lesbian with a mohawk and mechanics grease under her nails, had moved in vibes, all three plotting escape routes from Elmwood's gravity. School's final weeks were a gauntlet of nostalgia and nerves. Pride Club thrived, but fractures showed. New members clashing over visibility tactics, veterans like Alex mediating. One meeting, a freshman, timid, assigned male at birth but identifying as she, confessed, I saw the parade footage. Thought maybe here, but my dad's the fire chief. What if? Alex knelt to her level. Start small. We're your practice run. Her name, Harper, no relation, but fate's wink. He handed her a pin, tiny rainbow, mighty shield. Tommy's evolution accelerated, therapy peeling layers. Ben's moving back. He shared over lunch. Burger half eaten. Opening a coffee shop. Queer friendly. Alex raised a brow. You helping? Tommy grinned sheepish. Barista duty. Don't laugh. Laughter came anyway, bonds forging in mundane mirths. But shadows lingered. Tommy's dad, once vocal opponent, now silent supporter, but emails from extended family dripped disdain. Don't let that lifestyle corrupt you. Summer scorched Elmwood, heat waves amplifying tensions. Alex interned at the local paper, penning pieces on community shifts, from slurs to solidarity. Editors praised, but online comments venomous. Trolls dredging his coming-out photo, slinging mud. Delete it, Riley urged during a park picnic, sandwiches wilting. Or weaponize it. Alex chose the latter, a follow-up op-ed. Hates echoes, loves reverb. Shares skyrocketed, national outlets pinging. Opportunity knocked. Podcast invite from Chicago, queer voices unmuted. The trip was a whirlwind. Train rides with Jamie and Lena, belting show tunes, studio spotlights. Alex's voice steady recounting cakes and conflicts. Host, a non-binary icon named Jordan, probed deep. That first birthday cake. What did it unlock? Alex paused, mic hot. Me. Fully. Applause crackled post-recording, contacts exchanged. Returning, euphoria crashed against Homefront. Mike's shop hit by vandalism. Sinner spray painted on the bay door. Coincidence? Mike growled. Alex's gut said no. Investigation unearthed links. Ex-pastor's nephew. Out on bail, grudge festering. Tommy ID'd him for mugshots. We press charges. United Front. Harper's. Reynolds. Allies filing reports. Media frenzy reignited Elmwood's backslide. But solidarity surged. Vigils at the shop. Rainbows reclaiming graffiti. Clara, the assistant turned advocate, organized fundraisers. Bake sales ironic. Cake centerpiece. Sweet revenge, she quipped. Amid turmoil, romance bloomed thorns. Riley's Aunt Elena visited more, dinners evolving to collaborations, her funding Riley's supply runs. But old wounds suppurated. Elena's tales of suppressed youth clashed with Riley's fresh scars. She wants absolution too easy, Riley vented to Alex during a midnight drive, stars and different witnesses. Forgive on your terms, he counseled, pulling over for a roadside heart-to-heart. Kisses fierce, reaffirming, us against entropy. Jamie's arc twisted sharper. Lena's ex, a volatile trans man named Kai, resurfaced, jealous, disruptive. Texts harassing. You'll ruin her like you ruined me. Jamie downplayed, but bruises bloomed on her arm one night. He grabbed me, she admitted, voice small. Alex and Riley whisked her to the station, Lena raging beside. Protective order filed, but fear's residue clung. I thought I was past this. Jamie sobbed at group therapy, Pride Club's extension. Circle enveloped, shares of survivals, strengths lent. Fall's cusp brought farewells. Moving day, Alex's dorm assigned, boxes packed with Elmwood echoes, sketches, pins, a sliver of that first city cake. Parents' driveway teary, Linda's hug bone crush, Mike's gruff, call weekly. Ben and Tommy loaded the trunk, jokes masking maudlin. Don't forget us Hicks, Tommy teased. Riley's goodbye sweeter, stolen hour in the mill, promises etched in dust motes. Letters, calls, visits, they vowed, foreheads pressed. NYU hit like a fever dream. Lectures on ethics, dorm mates diverse, city pulse intoxicating. But isolation ambushed, cafeteria chatter alien, hookups casual where Alex craved depth. Riley at RISD, Providence a stone's throw, but schedules clashed. First weekend visit, train romance, then arguments over time. You're pulling away, Riley accused, studio paint flecked. Adapting, Alex countered. To what? Us. Storm cleared with tears, but seeds sown. Thanksgiving return, Elmwood autumnal, leaves pyres. Harper dinner expanded, Jamie's family thawing, Lena integrated. But news dropped, vandalism ring busted, nephew jailed. Relief collective, toasts raised. Yet Mike confided privately. Heart's acting up again. Stress. Alex's world tilted. Rest, dad. Delegate. Vow renewed. Balance city dreams with home tethers. Winter break deepened divides. Podcast episode aired. Backlash viral. Death threats anonymized. but one traced, local IP. Elmwood PD alerted, Alex grounded briefly. Stay safe, Mike insisted. Riley visited, snow blanketing tensions. Sledding escapades, hot cocoa confessions. I love you, Riley said first, words gravity. Reciprocated, but fear whispered, love's fragile in storms. Spring semester ramped. Alex's article series, Small Town Metamorphosis, picked by The Advocate. Riley's exhibit, Fractured Flames, sold out. Pride Month plans. Elmwood's biggest yet, Alex keynote remote. But glitch. Jamie's call, frantic. Lena left. Kai's lies. She believed them. Heartbreak's echo. Alex drove home unplanned, Riley tagging. Support circle reformed. Therapy, tantrums, triumphs small. Parade day. Virtual Alex beaming on screens, physical crowd roaring. Float. Cake replica, symbolic. Post-event, bonfire reflections. Tommy engaged, to a woman, but ally vows ironclad. Ben's shop thrived, rainbow latte staple. Summer internship. New York queer mag, Alex thriving. Riley joined, sublet shared. City nights electric, Broadway, bars, belonging. But homesickness hit. Mike's checkup texts, Jamie's single dom blues. Roots pull, Alex admitted, skyline vista. Riley nodded. We graphed new ones. Fall redux, sophomore year steadier, routines ritualized. Visits monthly, love letters literal, Riley's art, Alex's words. Holiday scandal. Elena outs publicly, support surges. Your nudge, she thanks Riley. New Year's resolve, resilience. But twist, Tommy's wedding invite, drama-laced. Groom's family homophobic holdouts. Best man's speech, Alex's, bridging divides. Vows exchanged, cake cut, unity layered. Alex's 20th, hybrid bash, city friends ferried. Candles virtual and real, wishes winged. Endure, evolve. Elmwood's evolution mirrored, board inclusive, clubs multiplied. The boy once cakeless now orchestrated feasts, sweetness shared, scars honored. Yet, as confetti settled, a letter arrived, scholarship revocation threat, budget cuts. Fight reignited, Alex's pen sword. Allies mobilized, victory swift. Love's labor, endless, but worth every crumb. The revocation letter crumpled in Alex's fist like a defeated foe, but its creases lingered in his mind, a reminder that progress was less a summit than a switchback trail. Back in his NYU dorm, the city's ceaseless hum, taxis honking, vendors hawking, felt both armor and assault, drowning the quiet dread. He paced the narrow room, posters of queer icons curling at edges. Audre Lorde, Marsha P. Johnson, their gazes stern sentinels. Fight smart, he imagined them urging. Riley on speaker from Providence, voice a lifeline, petition again. We'll illustrate it. Murals of resistance. Jamie chimed in from Elmwood, Lena's absence a ghost, but her fire undimmed. I'm on signatures. No backing down. The campaign launched viral. Cake not cuts, tying funding to that symbolic birthday, stories cascading, teens testimonials, alumni donations. Media looped back, NPR segment, Alex's voice steady, weaving personal to political. Deny us space, you deny our stories. And stories? They're the real revolution. Backlash barked, op-eds decrying woke overreach, but momentum snowballed, board capitulating with a public apology. Victory call from Mrs. Patel, restored, plus expansion. Your legends. Exhaustion mingled with elation. Alex crashed, dreaming of icing rivers. Sophomore spring unfurled ambitious. Alex's column syndicated, Riley's commission stacking. But relational rifts widened. A weekend in Providence. Riley's studio chaotic, canvases screaming suppressed screams. Aunt Elena's pushing reconciliation tour, family visits. I said no. Alex nodded, but tension taut. Boundaries are holy. Dinner devolved, Riley snapping at perceived dismissal, Alex retreating to logic. I'm not your mom, Riley hurled. Silence sliced. Reconciliation came dawn-kissed, apologies over diner pancakes. Fear talking, Alex admitted. Of losing you to this. Riley traced his palm. Never. We're the constant. Jamie's rebound bloomed unlikely. Kai, the ex, seeking amends post-therapy. He's changed, she insisted over video. eyes sparkling. Alex wary. Protect your peace. Lena's shadow loomed, but Jamie Dove, hopeful. Group chat buzzed approvals, cautions. Elmwood visit May. Graduation for underclass. Alex guest speaker. Auditorium packed. Faces familiar fresh. Speech. Cakes aren't just dessert, they're claims. On joy, on space, on you. Applause thundered. Hugs endless. Mike, healthier, whispered post-ceremony. Your words. Healing me. Linda added, tentative. Proud, son. Truly. Dinner. Ben's shop, queer menu specials. Tommy toasted. To pains who become brothers. Laughter liberated. Summer scorched ambitions. Alex's MAG internship extended. Riley guest lecturing RISD. Shared sublet again. Nights at Tapestry. Gallery hops. Rooftop stargazing. Intimacies whispered. But cracks. Alex's late nights editing. Riley's isolation and creation. Argument erupted over forgotten anniversary. Mill date. Symbolic. You prioritize pixels, Riley accused. Words are my oxygen. Alex fired. Storm passed in tears. Therapy app booked. Virtual couples. Unpacking patterns. Fall junior year. Courses deepened. Alex's thesis brewing. Queer narratives in media. Riley's solo show announced. Layers uncaked. Exploring withheld affirmations. Promo tour. Boston, NYC tie-in. Joint event. Panel discussion. Visibility's cost. Crowd engaged. Questions probing. How do you sustain in hostile homes? Alex, by baking our own, metaphorically. Laughter, then gravity. Holiday rift. Jamie's engagement to Kai, whirlwind. Eloped vibes, she gushed. Alex skeptical. Road trip home, with Riley to witness. Ceremony lakeside, intimate. Vows sincere, but Kai's eyes darted. Old habits? Reception toasts. Jamie radiant, but Alex pulled her aside. Happy. Terrified, she confessed. But trying. Support pledged, doubts banked. New Year. Elmwood Bash, square alive. Fireworks, but undercurrent. Council election, progressive challenger versus conservative incumbent. Campaign heated. Yard signs slinging, forums fraught. Alex endorsed via op-ed, backlash personal. Emails threatening exposure of lifestyle. Riley shielded, block and build. Election night. Watch party bends, tension thick. Results trickled, upset victory, inclusive platform. Cheers erupted, cakes circulated, tradition codified. But dawn brought sobering. Mike's doc report, meds adjusted, monitoring. I'm good, he insisted. Alex's guilt gnawed. My spotlight, his shadow? Spring break escape. Road trip south, queer havens, Asheville arts, Atlanta history. Miles mended, playlists personal, pit stops profound. Love you deeper each detour, Riley said, motel neon glowing. Reciprocated, future sketched, post-grad cohabitation, maybe. Pride Month crescendo. Elmwood's parade record-breaking. Alex MC in person. Float procession. Cakes galore, confetti queer. Keynote. From one boy's denied slice to our shared feast. Tears, triumphs. After party. Mill reclaimed, dances defiant. Summer pivot. Alex freelance boom. Riley fellowship abroad. Berlin residency, 3 months. Go, he urged, masking ache. Grow. Farewells, airport teary. Daily dispatches, promised. Letters commenced. Riley's sketches scanned. Alex's essays emailed. Distance distilled devotion. Fall senior. Thesis grind. Applications grad school. Riley's return. Airport reunion electric. Stories spilling. European queers. Inspirations imported. Show follow-up. Berlin layers, sold brisk. Joint life planning. Brooklyn loft dreams. Thanksgiving drama. Jamie's marriage fraying. Kai's relapse. Control creeping. Divorce? She queried, voice veiled. Support squad activated. Lawyers, listeners. Lena reemerged, platonic anchor. Second acts. Alex toasted, resilient. Alex's 21st. Speakeasy style. NYC with Riley, Elmwood zoom-ins. Shots symbolic. Non-alcoholic for solidarity. Candles blown to abundance. Wishes, balance beams. Winter whisper. Mike's scare. Minor episode, but hospital haunt. Alex flew home, Riley too. Bedside vigils. Stories swapped. Forgiveness flowed. You saved us, Mike murmured. By being you. Spring thesis defense. Acclaim. Publication offers. Graduation pomp. Caps airborne. Families fused. Harper's. Thompson's. All. Post-ceremony. Cake Tower. City edition. Summer Bridge. Job offers. Queer media editor. NYC base. Riley's adjunct gig. RISD. Commuting feasible. Cohab hunt. Walk-ups toured. One chosen. View of bridges. Metaphorical. Fall settled. Routines rooted. Love labored lightly. Elmwood visits ritual. Holidays. Harvests. Jamie's divorce finalized. Rebirth celebrated. Solo trip. Self-discovery. 1 year post-revocation. Club thriving. Alex advisory remote. Visit. Keynote again. Full circle. Cakes evolve, he said. From survival to celebration. But life's plot twisted. Riley's diagnosis. Thyroid issue. Treatable but taxing. Support symmetric now. Alex's vigils. Riley's art therapy. Together. Mantra. Alex's 22nd. Intimate. Hospital adjacent. Candles bedside for Riley. Proxy blown. Sweetness simple. Profound. The boy once barren now banquet host. Feasting on fortitude. Flavors of forever. Fortitude's flavor soured subtly as autumn's palate bled into Elmwood streets. The once vibrant leaves now mulch underfoot, mirroring the subtle erosion of hard-won grounds. Alex's flights home multiplied, a rhythm of turbulence and tenderness, each landing a recommitment to the dual lives he straddled, New York's frenetic pulse and Ohio's steady heartbeat. Riley's treatments charted progress, scans clear, energy ebbing then surging, their studio reborn with pieces born of battle, canvases veined with 4 blues, resilience in every stroke. Pain's pigment, Riley quipped during a check-in call, voice laced with that irrepressible spark. Alex laughed, but worry etched deeper lines around his eyes, a map of miles traveled inward. The editor job anchored him in Brooklyn, desk piled with pitches on intersectional stories, trans rights in the Rust Belt, by erasure in media. Deadlines danced with worry, nights blurring into worry scrolls of Riley's updates. Jamie, Phoenix from Ashes, launched a blog, By the Wayward, raw reckonings on fluidity and fallout. Her posts went viral, invites pouring, podcasts, panels. Come guest, she begged Alex during a rare coffee clatch in the city, Lena trailing as shadow support. He demurred, your spotlight. But pride swelled, her growth, his graft. Tommy's life layered complexities, promotion to assistant coach, but whispers of his allyship costing locker room cred. Kids testing me. He confessed over beer. Root for him. In Ben's shop, now a hub for open mic nights, queer poets spitting fire. Stand firm, Alex advised, clinking bottles. Ben, ever the expander, announced expansion, second location, pride-themed. Your cake started it, he credited, eyes twinkling. Laughter lightened loads. Winter's grip tightened with Mike's follow-up. Stable, but Doc's caution, lifestyle shifts, stress audits. Linda dove deeper into allies, volunteering admin, her once rigid faith flexing. Gods bigger than boxes, she shared at a virtual book club Alex joined sporadically. Progress poignant, but Alex's guilt lingered. Am I pulling them apart by pulling away? Riley's remission party, low-key loft gathering, balloons bobbing like defiant hopes. Toast toasted, survivors' solidarity. Elena attended, evolved. Her own coming-out op-ed in the local rag, ripples wide. You nudged the domino, she told Riley, hug lingering. Alex watched, heart full, forgiveness's slow bake. Spring's thaw brought tempests. Elmwood's council, post-election honeymoon faded, faced budget battles, pride funding on chop block again. Deja vu, Mrs. Patel sighed over Zoom strategy sesh. Alex rallied remote. Toolkit emailed, templates, talking points. Local activists amplified, but opposition organized. PDA meetings weaponized, fears fanned. Tommy testified town hall. Cut this, you cut kids' lifelines. Vote teetered, then tipped, intact, barely. Aftermath, exhaustion collective, virtual high fives. Personal squall, Alex's promotion pitch, senior editor, hinged on a series, but burnout beckoned. Sleepless, snappish, Riley bore brunt. You're ghosting yourself, they confronted during a weekend merge, Providence bound. Train talk turned therapy. Boundaries, babe. Pour from full. Adjustment. Sabbath Sundays, unplugged. Rebalance restored rhythm. Jamie's blog tour climax Chicago. Alex tagging for moral. Panel. Fluid identities in fixed worlds. Her eloquence electrified. Post-panel, signing swarm. But backstage breakdown. Imposter spike. Alex anchored. You're the authority. Nightcap confessions. Dreams of book deal. Fears of fade. We'll co-author your forward, he promised. Summer simmer. Joint vacation. Cape Cod cabin. Queer-owned. Waves whispered wisdom. Bonfires birthed blueprints. Engagement hints. Not rings yet. When ready, Riley said, sand between toes. Return recharged, but Elmwood emergency. Ben's shop targeted, break-in, pride flags torched. Arson probe, community mourned. Alex flew, rally organized. Rebuild bake-a-thon, cakes cathartic. Funds flooded, Phoenix faster. Falls Forge, Alex's series launched. Heartland Hearts, profiles of rural queers. Acclaim cascaded, book agent ping. Riley's adjunct expanded, MFA pursuits pondered. Cohab stability, grocery lists gendered neutral, arguments over chores comedic. Holiday helix, Thanksgiving fusion, Brooklyn Elmwood via video, then in-person mash. Turkey's twin, toast tripled. Mike's health toast, to tomorrow's. Jamie's book deal announced, deal sealed. Cheers champagne. Alex's 23rd, beach-themed, loft landed. Candles seaside scented, wishes waved, harmony holds. Riley's proposal proxy, ring sketched, not slipped, art first. Accepted, artistic. Winter warning, Linda's diagnosis, breast cancer, early. World wobbled. Alex homebound, Riley too. Chemo chats, care coordinated. Linda's levity, bald and bold. Support symphony, meals from allies, morale from murmurs. Spring sprout, treatments tolling but trending positive. Elmwood Pride virtual hybrid, Alex moderating. Theme, roots and wings. Keynote, we plant here, Sir hence. Engagement news dropped subtle, social scrolls, smiles sly. Summer sabbatical, Alex's book leave, co-writing Jamie's forward. Riley's residency return, domestic, day trips. Wedding whispers, small, soon. Fall flourish, Linda's clear scan, jubilation. Party pavilion, cakes colossal. Tommy's kid news, nephew en route, ally aunties auditioned. Jamie's book launch, NYC glitz, Elmwood echo. Signings sold out, speeches soared. Alex's pride, my sister's spark. Alex's 24th, destination dash, Cape again, circle close. Vows voiced private, rings real. Forever's our flavor, Riley toasted. Winter's weave, family fused fuller, Mike mentoring Ben's build. Linda's legacy, cancer support group, queer inclusive. Spring's surprise, Riley's pregnancy ponder, adoption avenues explored. Family forged agreed. Pride pinnacle, Elmwood epic, floats fantastical. Alex and Riley lead, linked. Summer's seed, adoption app submitted, hopes humble. Fall's fruit, match made, foster kid, 10, trans boy named Eli. Home stretch, trainings, trials. Eli's arrival, chaos charmed. First cake, his birthday, baked together. Candles curiosity, wishes wide-eyed. Alex's 25th, family 5, Eli's edition. Sweetness scaled, love layered infinite. The boy once denied now doles abundance, crumbs to cradles, eternally. Eternity's echo resounded softly in the Harper Thompson loft, where the scent of fresh-baked scones mingled with the faint saline tang of city air filtering through cracked windows. Eli's laughter ricocheted off exposed brick walls, a 6-year-old tornado of curiosity dismantling a Lego pride flag with gleeful abandon. Look, Papa Alex. It breaks, but fixes better. The word Papa still sent shivers of surreal joy through Alex. A title earned through nights of nightmares soothed and days of discovery dawdled. Riley, elbows deep in clay at the kitchen table, grinned over sketches. Resilience in blocks, kiddo. Your superpower. Adoption finalized 6 months prior. Eli's transition supported seamless, school affirming, community cradling. Elmwood's tendrils tugged tri-monthly. Drives dotted with diner stops. Eli quizzing on the old house ghosts. Mike and Linda, grandparents gleeful, spoiled with stories and sweets. Your cake legacy lives. Linda beamed, her post-treatment glow radiant. Mike's shop, semi-retired, mentored apprentices, queer youth learning wrenches and worth. Tommy's family flourished, wife welcoming, son toddling, ally antics amplified. Jamie's tome by the wayward bestseller bound, tours tempered by Eli playdates. Lena, life partner platonic, co-parented chaos. Anti-squad supreme, she declared, corralling Eli at park picnics. Kai faded footnote, forgiven but firm boundary. Alex's book Heartland Hearts hit shelves, launches layered. NYC glamour, Elmwood Ernest. Readings raw, excerpts on that first cake, Eli fidgeting front row. Reviews raved, intimate insurgency. Sequel seated, series sprawling. Riley's gallery solo, forged flames, Eli inspired, tiny hands and handprints, themes of chosen kinship. Sales soared, scholarships sponsored for trans artists. Winter's warmth, holiday hybrid, loft lit with lights, Elmwood zoomed in. Sledding FaceTimed, sled shared. Eli's first snowman, rainbow scarf, carrot nose cocked. Alex's 26th, Eli led, cake catastrophe, frosting flung, faces frosted. Candles chaotic, wishes whispered, more messes like this. Spring's surge, Eli's school play, the Rainbow Rebellion, him a spark boy. Alex scripted snippets, Riley costumed. Standing ovation, tears triple. Summer's sojourn, family fly, Disney, but queer detour, Stonewall tour. Eli's awe, heroes like us? Exactly, Alex affirmed. False focus, Alex's TEDx invite, the slice that started it all. Stage spotlight, story spanned, slides of cakes cumulative. Q&A queried, how sustain? Daily Dough need the now. Jamie's sequel penned, Alex ghost editing glee. Riley's mural commission, Elmwood Square, Unity Wall, tiles tiled by townsfolk, Eli's handprint heart. Eli's 7th, Bash Big, backyard borrowed. Games galore, cake castle. Tommy's tyke teamed, toddlers tumbling. Alex's 27th, quiet quest, hot air balloon, skies surveyed. Riley's ring renewal, vows voiced aerial. Winter's wonder, Eli's letter to Santa, more family, please. Response, Ben's engagement, wedding woven in. Spring sparkle, Ben's nuptials, nuptial nods to Alex, best man banter. Cake queer queried, layers legendary. Summer's symposium, queer youth camp, Alex and Riley counselors. Eli camper cousin, campfire's confessional. Fall's flourish, promotion pinnacle, Alex editor-in-chief, Riley tenured track. Eli's 8th, adventure themed, clues to cake cache. Discovery delighted. Alex's 28th, global, Paris pride, Eli Eiffel-eyed. Crepes crested, candles croissant close. Jamie's 3rd, memoir milestone, launches linked. Riley's retrospective, career capstone, Eli exhibit mascot. Winter's weave, Mike's memoir mandate, mechanics mending, Alex amanuensis. Spring's seed, Eli's sibling spark, adoption redux, girl match, Mia, 4, fierce. Summer's swell, Mia merged, mischief multiplied. Fall's family, 5 to 6, seamless. Alex's 29th, twins themed, tandem toasts. Eli's 9th, space saga, stars sugared. Jamie's jubilee, decade blogged, bash bookish. Riley's residency, Rome, family follows, gelato glories. Winter's warmth, Mia's magic, first words, cake. Spring's symphony, Elmwood encore, Alex legacy lecture. Summer's sojourn, road trip redux, roots revisited. Fall's finale, Alex's 30th, circle complete, cakes cataloged. Reflections refracted, from rain-soaked jeers to jubilation's jam. The gay boy, once cake craved, now confectioner of connections, love's layers, endless, ever sweet. In Elmwood's embrace, New York's neon, families fused, futures flavored infinite. No more denials, only delights, devoured daily. The city that baked one cake birthed a banquet, and Alex? He savored every slice,